welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 teams, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Five rows down on the sidelines. We'll check in with them now.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Notre Dame's offense will have the football first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like them being there as a friend who sticks closer than a brother.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Iamaleava throws to the wideout. It's complete. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you must do that against the guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few numbers.
Intercepted in the first drive. In for the pick. Got a lot of room to the right. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, David Deacon.
Set the tone of the defense. Get a stop. Make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense.
And he's got the extra point, man. It's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, it's Mobley. On the move at the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense set on 1st down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down to 26.
This is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Irish will need to Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. Straight ahead, it's Mosley. Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Throwing, Imaliava. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage, even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field. If the receiver's able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride.
Makes the grab in their space. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense. And what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's not. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Clowns his way ahead. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Imaliava to throw for it on 4th. Complete. He's down immediately, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Imaliava fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Wake Forest offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Gio Lopez. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do get that one loss on the ledger. But they trusted him. They put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from his offense, Jesse, as he continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week, they think they can go to the college football playoff. You mentioned the loss they had earlier in the year. They can't afford another one here in the middle of the season. He's got to play great today. But very quietly, they believe this could be a special year if this guy plays well.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The play fake, Gio Lopez on the move. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Second and long here. The fake wants to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
From the gun, third down, Gio Lopez. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3, now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The play fake, Lopez. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the field. Running free, getting his offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's first and 10 from the 38. Here's Lopez to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Lopez from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. Smashes ahead. Right out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
That is such a gut punch if you're the defense there, because you've got them in third and long, right? And you're thinking to yourself, we need to get one more stop, and we're coming off the field. But it's not the case. It's a short...
Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll try to get it will tie the game. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense, Jesse. Like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our surf get broken.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Right back to it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the fly.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Drives inside. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Looking for the edge, it's Young. Runs through a tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Firing to the right, complete. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Iamaleava. Right side, it's Mobley. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Drops back, it's Iamaleava. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Rush is on. Good job just to get rid of that one.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Fields the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for space. It's Mobley. He's got the first down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That time, as both teams head into the locker room, we're looking forward to a terrific second half. But before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Tyler. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, I caught up with the Fighting Irish head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. And their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Lopez, play action. He'll throw it. Left side is caught. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Completion to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Throwing, Lopez. That's caught. It's Davis. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few. The Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down to the 24. Let's go down to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. They've got it. Great pressure on this defense.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been design QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
He's past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it out. It's Tyler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They go play action with Lopez. They're working that left side. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just fine to make tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end. Throws a strike. Gets the first down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback gets the first down. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Red Evan on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Long way to go on 2nd down. Lopez. On a little time, lets it go. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Tight end now in motion. Sets his feet. It's Iamaleava. Moves to his right. Looking for the score. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. Hand hanging on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Bolden finds his man on the left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He got that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on it. It was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his man. It's Carr. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out.
The old guys in the booth, what we are, the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball and keep him posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Turns out it's Mobley. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. After swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot. The board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Throwing, Imaliava unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Play fake, Nico Imaliava gets away from one. Out wide right, it's Mobley. Runs through, man, he might have some space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, there's no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very mmany W's.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Here's Lopez to throw. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking for running room. They've got him corralled.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They just haven't been able to hold up and protect the quarterback, and now they face 2nd and long.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Look out! Trying to get rid of it, and he avoids the sack.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Throwing for it on fourth, Gio Lopez. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Tough run here. It's Mobley. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And right down the middle. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slip it through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline, so let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Demon Deacons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wideout. Lopez to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Takes the easy completion. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the ball and get it down to the 44.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and then a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Throwing, Lopez. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first first down marker. It's fourth down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Let's check in quickly with
Here on the Fighting Irish sidelines, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there with a big...
got it down the field. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Making the adjustment on the play. Return. Where did he go? Iamaleava. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Moves the pocket. It's Iamaleava. Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. And I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Iamaleava to the air again. Right down the middle. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach.